Are we here? Excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Bed-Headmas day 3. 3. 3. 3. Good morning. How are you? I'm tired. It's early. Here's Bedhead. Conveniently covered up by this cap from a place called Matt's. Let's see if we get that. No? We're not going to see that, huh? Oh, there we go. Matt's Big Breakfast. One of my favorite places to eat in Central Phoenix. I haven't been there in a long time, but they had great breakfast food. So I recommend, if you're ever in the Phoenix area, to look for Matt's Big Breakfast. Anyway, hope you're all well. Good morning. And as I said yesterday, for this brief stream check-in for Bed-Headmas, I'm going to show you, it's a little show and tell day today. So back when I was a kid, a long time ago, I did a couple commercials, 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know, not a lot, but a few commercials. And I actually was searching on the internet and, excuse me, and there's people that have collections of old classic commercials on their YouTube channels. And I can't believe that I found one that actually I was in. It was for a place called Shakey's Pizza Parlor. It was in Los Angeles. And I was about 11 years old. And I actually have something else too that I'll talk about in a minute. But first, let's see. Here's my show and tell for the day. And let's, before I get to that, yesterday's smoothie stream, some people were wondering about the blender I was using, and I said it was NutriBullet, and I'll actually put a link to Amazon. I've had mine for a very long time, 15 at least years, and I didn't get it on Amazon, but I'm sure it's available on Amazon, and I'll throw a link into that video if you want to go check it out. So back to the show and tell here today. So yeah, I did a commercial for Shakey's Pizza. I was 11 years old, and let me see if I can find it on you. I did kind of queue it up here on and this is someone else's YouTube channel. I just happened to find it. I don't know whose channel this is, but it's there. So let's see if we can get this working. Okay, I hope you can still hear me. And let me go full screen here. And here we go. I'll see if you can find me in here. Okay, here we go. That's not me right there. Not me, not me. There I am, the kid in the middle. Yeah, so there we go. There was actually more to this commercial because the end of the commercial showed me just kind of stuffing my mouth. Let me see if I can get out of here real quick. So, yeah, it was just kind of showing me just eating the pizza at the end. But yeah, so you need to see that one more time? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, let's go one more time. Yeah, I remember the guy. I remember the t-shirts we had to wear. This was filmed in the summertime at some off the beaten path Shakey's Pizza Parlor. And there I am. Yeah, we all had these t-shirts, and there I was. And that commercial got played so much that I was in junior high at the time, or just getting into junior high, and everyone recognized me. It was a little weird. And hey, the Shakey's Pizza Boy. That's what they knew, that more than they knew my name, which my name is Paul, by the way. It's your first time here. Hi. No one's here right now anyway. But hello and good morning. And again, jump in if you're thinking about doing a live stream. Just do it, and it's okay. Or just recording a video if you're getting started. For us to, old folks, this is a fun thing to do. So there was that. So yeah, it was done. That commercial was filmed in the summertime. And let me see if I can switch back to my camera. There we go. Summertime, and we didn't have, if you did commercials during the school year, you had to have there was labor laws, so you had to have schooling on set, and when you weren't shooting. But this was summertime, so they had go-karts that me and the other kids, we would race around in the parking lot with. So that was quite a lot of fun. Okay, part 2, show and tell. Here we go. Let me see. Now this was done actually around this several months later. I was a little older, maybe a year later, but I don't know. I think it was done around the same time, definitely after. But this was a mini series. Let me see if this is queued up right here. This was a mini series called Testimony of Two Men, and I played one of the main characters. I played him as a kid. Takes place. When does it take place? Takes place around 1865 to the early 1900s. So we've got this cool old garb on, and I'll set this scene up here. Let me see. Here we go. So this is my brother and I were involved in some kind of riot. We were just harmless little rich kids going down near a soup kitchen. For some reason, that scene isn't in here, and then we were involved in a riot, and I get pushed to the ground and bust up my lip. So this is the scene that follows, and some very well-known actors in this scene. Not me, but you'll see in a minute. So let's see if we can get this going. Okay, here we go. Testimony of Two Men. I play a character called Jonathan Ferrier, and age 10. I was actually a year older or so. And same with the little brother. He was actually a little older. It's common. You always play younger than what you actually are. And I always looked young for my age. Anyway, here we go.
Mr. Ferrier? Mr. Ferrier?
There I am. That's me, and
My God.
that actress is Margaret O'Brien.
Jim, go get Dr.
What
E.
happened?
You all right?
Boys?
Oh, a badly cut lip. I'll go get some water.
It's all right. You're home. You're safe.
William Shatner right
A
there.
lot of men were yelling, running, and hitting.
So there
By
I
the soup
am.
kitchen. They ran out of soup and then the police came.
Can we still go to the circus?
Bloodied up.
Of course you can.
Fake blood, of course.
A riot
And this kid is
downtown.
Reed
Soup
Diamond.
kitchen.
He went on to do some other things
One
as an
wonders
adult.
about those people.
Maybe they were just tired of being hungry and forced to beg for crumbs.
That's what they said.
Oh, I imagine there was some sort of
the woman
unfortunate
as I said,
misunderstanding.
Margaret O'Brien.
Sometimes
Reed
people
Diamond,
find
William
themselves in
Shatner.
situations that are unpleasant. That's life.
Unpleasant, Adrian. Don't you mean hope?
This was filmed on location somewhere. I don't really remember where. A lot of times you film on lot. Another scene was filmed on the Universal Studios back lot.
Bliss.
Oh, there's always hope, my dear. At least I pray there is.
But why did they do it?
Because they were foolish, John.
What acting?
They entertained unrealistic expectations. And when they went unfulfilled,
I got
they
braces
were
after this, as you
unable
can
to
see I have a
handle
gap
their
in my
disappointment.
They had been patronized and ignored. And I think worst of all, told that somehow it wasn't even happening. That it was a misunderstanding.
They do occur.
They didn't let us keep the costumes. That's kind of unfortunate. It would have been cool to have that.
Ah, Dr.
And this
E.
guy is Steve Forrest, the actor.
I'll take Harold.
And I have a scene with him coming up here.
Hello, Marjorie. Well, Jonathan. Thank you. Is everything working?
I used to be cute.
Arms and legs and so on?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's take a look at that.
I actually can't hear this right now. I don't have it set up so I can hear, so I hope you can hear this. So I'm just watching it, the visual.
John, I think we're going to have to stitch up your lip. Suture it. Have you seen this? It's a new stethoscope. Try it out.
Ooh, stethoscope.
Will it hurt?
Oh, yes. Especially this part. The wound is clean.
Wound? I've been wounded?
Well, that's the term for it medically.
You got wounded in the war.
Here's a little inside information. All of this dialogue in this scene had to be recorded again later. So it's called dubbing. And because it was when we originally shot it, it was very noisy outside. It was on location somewhere, so a lot of environmental noise. So we had to go back into a recording studio and kind of listen to our parts as we did them, and then try and mimic them in a controlled situation to avoid any exterior noise. So everything you're seeing is us. The audio of our voices was done later in a studio. There you go. Quite common. Here we go.
Mother said you were a brave soldier.
I think a very foolish soldier. Jonathan, you remember when I was in Philadelphia last month? I heard a man speak at a medical meeting. His name was Joseph Lister. And he found out some very interesting...
In the war. Mother said you were a brave soldier.
I don't know what happened.
I think a very foolish soldier. Jonathan, you remember when I was in Philadelphia last month? I heard a man speak at a medical
Here's the
meeting. His
painful
name
part.
was Joseph Lister. And he found out some very interesting things about infection, sepsis.
Sepsis?
That's right. Remember, we were talking about bacteria. Well, he says that bacteria are the cause of sepsis. And he thinks that if things are kept very clean during operation, we won't have so many deaths.
All right,
Now,
here we
ready
go.
to stitch up your lip.
Suture it.
Suture it.
It didn't really hurt.
In the years that followed, we
Okay,
standardized
that was
tying
it.
painted on.
There you go. Cringy, yes, but there you go. Show and tell today. That was my my acting career. I did a few other things, and is it a little older? And as a matter of fact, there is another one that's on here somewhere of something I did a couple of years later. But I won't let you have to make you suffer through that. So anyway, just wanted to check in. Hope you're having a good holiday. As always, get going, get creating, and I will see you tomorrow morning for Bed-Headmas Day 4. Bed-Headmas Day 4. I've got some other things to get going here right now, and again, see you in the morning. Thanks for checking in. Bye, everyone. Let's see.